Now, Kenya Kwanza, time we were having the campaign, the Kenya Kwanza chief hustler, the President William Ruto, promised the Kenyans that he's going to have a better life. He was promising them good fruits from the government of Kenya Kwanza. Now we have gotten the mantle. We have the mantle, we have the power, we have the government. Now, as usual, the William Samoei Ruto as the president is planning for the government. The cabinet has already been read. He's still looking at what's the kit in the treasury. He's still looking at the planning to ensure that what to be done at what time. So the Kenyans, the people of Kenya should be patient. William Samoei Ruto is going to ensure that the food stuff that he promised, all the staffing that he had promised the people of Kenya, is going to ensure that at the right time these things are going to.
Joshua, what do you tell the people who say this, that the current president was a deputy president for 10 years? So when he was promising at campaign, he was talking at a point of knowledge. But after getting power, he seems to be talking as if he came from somewhere else and he has not been here. What do you tell these people?
Let me ask you a very simple question.
Yes.
Who is the cabinet secretary for treasury? Who appointed him?
President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Is going to work with the plan that the president is having, the current president is having. The current president of today has he announced or has he appointed his cabinet secretary for treasury?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. So William Samoei Ruto as the president is still drawing, is still on board, is still planning. His government is going to ensure which role is going to be played by who, and who are the people are going to implement his policies.
Now, I think journalism allows me to ask these questions more than 5 times. My point is this, that it doesn't matter who is on the treasury. What matters is there is continuity, and whether money is there, whether the CS is there. When he promised, he knew he was speaking from a point of knowledge. But after getting power, he has changed. And is now saying that some things cannot be done, especially the price of unga and so. So what do you tell people who say that he seems to be lying? Because when he was campaigning, he was campaigning while sitting as a DP, so he knew. Even if he's supposed to pick a new CS today, and there is continuity, it should be achieved.
Let's be honest to ourselves.
Yes.
I think I don't come from any planet. I'm with you on the same planet, yes. Earth. Now, we have seen what Ruto have done. One, he has done away with the subsidy on oil and unga, and he has given a reason why he has done so. Are you getting? He has given a reason why he has done so. We are looking at the long-term plan to ensure the foodstuffs go down. The subsidy was not to help us. That's number two. Now, any government when it comes in, is coming up with a new machinery. Is coming up with the new people that are going to implement his policy that he has. The previous officers, they cannot do what the new government is going to have. So one, the president is done with his government. He has planned all the cabinet secretaries and all the people that are going to help him to implement his policies. We are going to see all these things coming to the intact.
Sam, this is a question that you can really answer. In straight few words, did Ruto lie to Kenyans?
Ruto was
not to hustlers.
Ruto was not telling the truth, and I'm not expecting him to tell the truth in future. However, I've responded on that.
He was not saying the truth. So there have been calls for patience. What do you think? Is it going to be sustainable for you to tell people to be patient for the next 2 years?
Politics is an art of conmanship, whereby you say something today, tomorrow you may not do it. So William has learned that art very well since 1992 when he was in YK 92. So he has understood that in 1997 he became the Eldoret North MP by writing on his posters that Mambo Bado. So you check on his posters of 1997. You check on 202 campaigning on platform of Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013. We remember very well. He campaigned for Uhuru Kenyatta, promising 5 stadium, laptops, and everything. So it's an art of conmanship, and you remember very well telling Kenyans that pahali imeandikwa hakuna kazi, in the mwaka mwezi sita ijayo itaandikwa kuna skati. Remember in 2013. So in 2017 he promised he told us that they had built 10,000 kilometers of road. By let me tell you how long is 10,000 kilometers of road appears. It's maybe from Israel, Tel Aviv to South Africa. That's around 6,000. So just imagine how that 10,000 kilometers of road looks like. So he was just lying, and I'm not expecting him to tell the truth. You know, an average man, this now I'm becoming a bit honest. An average man, especially a person who is suffering, what you can survive, to stay with them, you give them hope. Yes. And that's what Ruto has been calling his supporters by giving them hope that they will watatoka chini na wapande juu, and people like Uhuru Kenyatta will become poor, Raila Odinga will become poor. Then you see them clapping. But he was not telling the truth. Don't expect him to tell the truth. He will find an enemy, beat that enemy in 2027 for re-election, but nothing, he will do nothing.
Now let's finish by your expectations in terms of budget tomorrow. Not tomorrow, in next week budget will be read. And not budget, cabinet.
Good.
What is expectations as we finish up?
Before that, he's talking about dishonesty. Now, if dishonesty, William Samoei Ruto has been a student of Moi, of KANU, Y92, then I think Raila Amolo Odinga is also dishonest, because he has been part of KANU, he has been part of Moi, so he has been. Actually, William Ruto has been a student of Raila Amolo Odinga. So if it's about the political of conmanship, then Raila Amolo Odinga is the one who have taught him that.
So do we also agree here that because one person is dishonest, the other person, does that qualify the other person also to be dishonest?
Now if we say that William Samoei Ruto is dishonest, then we don't say Raila Amolo Odinga is honest, then we are dishonest to ourselves.
So all of them are dishonest?
If at all, if it is so. But let's say William Ruto is honest, then I don't know our competitor who he is. If he's honest or dishonest, I don't know. Let me not go there.
I like the fact that he said it's a political act.
Let me believe so. But William Samoei Ruto is a honesty, as going to deliver. Actually, in fact, he promised the people of Mulembe the 30%. We are delivering today. You have the speaker. We are going to have the chief minister, that is Musalia Mudavadi. We are going to get another 6 positions in cabinet secretaries, the 4 actually. Then we are going to get another 6 and more the permanent secretaries, principal secretaries positions, and so many others. Now the Mulembe nations are in government, are in power. Now what I'm expecting in the cabinet for William Samoei Ruto. Now, before he fly to America, he was to London. He was to have already announced the cabinet secretaries, but we had a challenge because he was to positioning, because we have to ensure that the balancing of the regions of our country, to ensure that each and every region this country are involved in the cabinet secretaries or positions. That's the cabinet. We have some other people on board that we are bringing in to ensure that also he had promised the gender balance for the women. That's 50%.
50%.
Yeah, 50%. He's working on it. We have some other women are coming, people like Alice Wahome, Aisha Jumwa, and so many other people are coming on board. So William Ruto want to ensure that what he promised the people of Kenya, what he promised the House of Nations, is going to deliver on them. And that's the reason why we had a delay on the announcement of the cabinet. But this cabinet, what we need to expect from it, expect young people, expect a very hard-working citizens of this country, expect people who are going to deliver the manifesto of Kenya Kwanza.
Are you going to see a cabinet that will be picked on some political lines?
Yeah, but again, so I beg just to respond on something before I move on that once and for all. William Ruto, the President of Republic of Kenya, promised Kenyans, especially evangelists, that Kenyan will be a Christian nation. He reminded me of 1958 coup d'etat in Iran, whereby the supreme leader promised those people that he would want that nation to be an Islamic state. It is an Islamic state up to date. So William Ruto told them that they will be in cabinet and everything. My friend here has told me about how the Mulembe Nation will be getting their 30%. What William Ruto is doing is just to revive BBI, what he was opposing. I'm showing you the dishonesty. Reviving BBI in that this individual is telling us that he's going to create a chief minister, which its synonym is a prime minister, with the 2 deputies, with an office driver, mtu wa kuosha gari, and etc. So this individual is just reviving BBI bit by bit. Ikifika 2027, the BBI will be in full force by William Ruto. So that shows the dishonesty. Initially was opposing that, today is supporting that. In yesterday, I want to show you the last dishonesty. Yesterday, the good deputy president called Rigathi Gachagua asked people, enda kwa msitu yeyote uko karibu na yeye, anza kulima huko ndani. Ukimaliza kulima, miti itakuwa kubwa na utaacha kulima peke yako. But initially, some days ago, William was in Unga United Nations General Assembly in United States, in New York. William told us about climate change and the need of conserving the environment. Are they not having a policy on environment, or is just to ile ni kizungu ya kusema America na hii ni ya kuambia wananchi? These people are not honest. On question of whether there will be some wars or some things, mambo ya if these people will be able to decide on who to become a minister or not. William had decided before, but what he's doing is politics. You know, there are some people you just maintain for expediencies. You just tell them, you know what, because of this, following this, because of this. Everybody he wants to accommodate, and I'm sorry to say that William Ruto is just behaving like a dictator. He don't want to hear somebody who is opposing him, so he wants to please everyone. A good leader makes a fast decision and a right decision after consultation, but he's fearing some things. Others, I'm told others are even negotiating to be maybe with a high portfolio like defense, but initially they didn't offer anything to Kenya Kwanza. So there are some wars. That's why up to date he's yet to announce his cabinet.
Wow, that is the best place I want us to finish it up. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your input on this. I love the fact that this has been a very intellectual debate and discussion where you speak on points. And of course, you can also continue this conversation in the comment section. Like, subscribe to the channel. I don't know whether any of you has a YouTube channel. You can tell them to subscribe.
My channel is OEF. You just type OEF, you will get me there with the brand consultancy.
Mwalimu, are you a teacher?
Yes, I'm a teacher. Yes.
So I will look for you with discuss CBC.
Of course.
Okay, not today. Not today. Not today. I will look for you with discuss CBC. Asante sana. So let's meet in the next.
Thank you.